Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, we begin a triple-header here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game, get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Smith and Jigba with the grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here is 3rd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. It's Herbert. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On play action, now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. The give is to McLaughlin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now it's the Rams' second all-time leading scorer kicking in a Dallas uniform, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And he'll let this one go deep for Chart. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Rodgers now to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 19 yards away. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. The opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Darius Davis on the return. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window, right?
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Smith-Njigba. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Chargers on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's McLaughlin. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin. 46 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Rodgers throwing here. That's pulled in by Wilson. Still fighting for more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The run between the tackles with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as